What's good, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Anime Society of Bradford podcast, or ASB for short. My name is Janzen, and today with me is the Vice President of the Anime Society.
My name is Fuurkan. Nice to meet you guys.
And the President of the Anime Society.
Hello, I'm Sabrina.
Coming with you with episode number 3, 4?
Three.
Oh,
Three.
Yeah, 3.
We've got some recording stuff, so we don't know what episode. We think this is going to be 3, so there you go.
Bro, you're so
that's
good with
so
that, bro.
nice.
You're
Wow.
so
What you
good with
mean?
that.
He had a
Nice
YouTube
show.
channel or something. You're used
Oh,
to
I was
it.
like 12, yeah.
Oh,
Really?
There's some cringy like
Oh.
GTA
so
videos.
he's used to it.
respect.
He's used to it.
I mean, it's super impressive, bro.
Yeah, thank you very much, thank you
Very
very much.
professional.
We need to
quality.
learn. We need to
Yeah,
learn.
well, I mean, we'll learn. I mean, I'm happy being the tech guy.
The tech guy. He's got the stream.
Literally
set up and
slowly
everything.
it goes away.
In the second episode, he's literally off the screen for the second half of it.
Yeah,
So,
we didn't even notice. He just
yeah, we're learning.
he didn't
we're
like
learning.
it.
We're learning.
We need to
Yeah.
check him every time now. Like,
Yeah.
hey, the move.
I'll make a conscious effort to like remember and remind myself because I did realize I was like. I might have been
But you
out.
didn't do
He
anything to
realized
fix
it.
it.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
yeah, that's it. Yeah.
It's just a gap further in the between us, like the whole episode. So
Don't worry. That won't be. Hopefully, it won't be a problem again. So,
Stop now.
yeah,
anyway,
today's episode, I think we're going to be discussing My Hero Academia.
thing,
Yes.
So yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
which-
we have 2 positives, I guess, sides, and 1 negative.
slightly negative. Slightly negative.
I mean, Janzen, he hasn't even.
Right. Okay.
He
When did
hasn't
you drop
watched
it?
the new episode.
He,
Oh,
he hasn't watched the newest few seasons or something.
Do you
like
know
this.
the thing is, right? So I up until August this year, I had not watched a single episode of My Hero. But-
One single, not one.
No,
No,
so
Oh, you
but I
started
knew.
watching this
So
year.
I knew that season 6 was coming out this fall. So I was like, you know what? I'll give it a try.
season 6.
Yeah. So I was gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna watch it, ready for season 6. So what I
Right.
do is I binge. I think over like 3-4 days, I binge the first 3 seasons, like fully, and then I watch a bit of season 4. I burnt out a bit, and then I realized I could not give a shit. I couldn't care
Oh my
less.
god!
I stopped caring, and I never watched it since. So
No,
There you
it's-
go.
wait,
To be
where did
honest,
you-
I feel like the first seasons are not that great as everyone may
Really?
have admitted,
everyone
but
thinks
yeah.
like the second season's like one of the best. I'm like,
I didn't.
I think the first season, it definitely starts
No,
off
First
strong.
I
season.
was
love
even
the
first season. I was like, huh.
to be fair,
Really?
it got
Yeah.
me hyped though. I was like, Loki, oh, you actually, I want to watch a bit more of
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
But as the first season, it's kind of like slow and boring. Not much happens in
Yeah.
the first season. For a first
I mean,
season of
I haven't-
anime,
It's been
Yeah,
a while
exactly.
since I first watched it, but I remember like it sets up Deku, sets up All Might.
yeah,
stuff
but
like
that's the
that,
thing.
all
It's
these-
literally a build-up
these
season. It's
guys.
like a prequel, if anything. Like
Yeah,
it's not
exactly.
really a first season of anime.
Yeah, I mean that's gonna be a given in like this big shonen type anime.
But
right?
imagine like watching this like as it's airing. It just seems so like, and then
Yeah,
you end
I
off episode
did-
Oh, as it
like-
airing,
Everyone's was
yeah.
so hyped up for the first season, and when I watched it, because I was quite late to watch it,
No,
I was
it's,
kind of like, what is there? Like, I get powers. Powers in anime is always
Yeah.
great.
Hmm.
But like I was still like, I don't get it. I'm like, okay, it's kind of different, but
Yeah, I mean the premise is like quite done before, like
Yeah,
know,
typical
X-Men
hero
and stuff like
story
that.
type thing, but in
Yeah.
anime basically. So.
yeah, exactly. But
and to be honest, I hated All Might.
no, take that back.
Oh.
That
Because
was-
when I
that was-
first saw the picture of the wallpaper of My Hero, I was like,
Yeah.
that looks like typical American superhero.
Yeah, that's a.
I was like, where's the fantasy in it? Like
Oh,
in
wait,
the
should we
design.
explain like the premise of My Hero to people who've never seen it before?
mean-
Sure.
It's basically just like Avengers in anime. Come on, it's
Yeah,
not that.
Avengers in
It's
anime.
not even that hard to explain.
Yeah, I guess-
Heroes, villains.
So-
blah.
If you
Let's-
watch the first episode, usually it goes.
Yeah,
it sets up the
everything
entire
is
thing.
explained in the first episode. So
Yeah.
basically, new generation, like Earth in like 200 years.
Yeah, heroes,
Away.
villains exist. Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah, humans starts developing
They're
superpowers,
called quirks.
quirks.
Yeah.
Exactly. Some people, like a very small number of the population, doesn't have them, or protagonist
I think
doesn't
it's
have
like
a quirk.
80-20 or something.
Yeah, something like that. Like those.
Like 80% have quirks that manifest.
Yeah,
at, like, a young
exactly.
age.
But every year it becomes smaller.
yeah.
The number.
really?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It becomes quite rare to not have a quirk, if anything.
Yeah.
Oh, as in more people are getting
Getting
quirks.
quirks.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And so a protagonist doesn't have a quirk. He wants to be a hero. he meets his favorite hero, the best known, the best.
The best dude of all time.
And
Fashion.
thanks to him, he gets a quirk through eating a hair.
Yeah.
Ew. And he gets the quirk of his hero, basically, and he has to go to hero school, and etc.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
True.
Mm.
And yeah.
I mean, I remember the first episode, like my brother's criticism with the anime, because he's tried watching the first season and he wasn't a
Yeah.
huge fan. He thought it would have been better if Deku had never been given a quirk.
See, I understand.
Yeah,
that was
exactly.
his
That would be
thing.
like a very cool thing to do.
Yeah,
like-
it's like a Batman kind of
But
situation.
then it's
Yeah.
kind of
where
like
he's
limiting because what's
That's
he gonna
also
really
true.
do though?
Yeah.
Like,
that's what.
it's
that's
kind of
what I'm
like a
thinking,
re-zero situation.
I feel
but
like that
you have
will
to
have-
bullshit
Yeah.
a lot that he could
I
do
feel like
something.
that would have been
Yeah.
very like dark. Like every time he gets hurt and he still
Yeah.
like does it, whatever. It might
I
have
mean,
been darker.
It would have been harder to write for sure, but I feel like it would have been
Yeah, it
a
went
lot more
more
interesting
interesting.
than
Yeah.
people.
Like My Hero is the first like series I watched. I made my sister watch
Oh,
of, like,
okay.
anime.
Oh, okay.
because I was like, because if you look at it, the wallpaper, it looks like kind of like a kid show.
Yeah,
Like, you
kinda.
can start
from-
You could
Yeah.
mistake it for a kid.
So I
Yeah.
started it with my sister and went ahead on my own. So I was still watching some episodes with her, and at the same time, I was like already in the
Ah.
4th season or something.
Right.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
And I saw like one scene in the 4th season. Is it 4th season with Overhaul?
I
Yeah,
think
fourth season.
so.
With
So-
like Eri.
Area. And I saw that scene where, basically, spoiler alert if you're not watching My Hero, and I think it's very hard if you're not watching My Hero, but what the hell?
Yeah, Janzen.
Yeah, you're me right now in the situation. So
Oh, Janzen.
So basically, this villain gets his arms taken away from him,
oh yeah, he does.
basically, from another villain. And the
Can't
like
remember.
dialogue that ran through in that scene was so dark, like, you will live the rest of your life knowing you cannot do anything for your
Yeah.
savior or whatever.
Right.
I was like, I'm like kind of touched by this scene. If my
Mm.
sister watched this, she's going to be
Oh, right.
traumatized. I'm not sure if I want to continue this with my sister.
No, yeah, that's fair.
That makes sense. That makes
Yeah.
I mean,
sense.
it has some like pretty gruesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The,
stuff
or the fact that
happens in anime.
this child, Ari, that has basically the power of
rewinding,
like,
I think.
giving more power to the quirk or even like canceling it,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, I don't
It's
really.
like an eraser kind of
Kinda
like power.
Very
I
techy.
thought she like rewinds stuff as
So
well.
she can take it out. She can like, I think
Oh,
she
she
can
can-
touch and or like she can control basically the power. So she can control if you can.
Oh, right. Okay.
Oh wait, maybe you're right because she killed her mom, right? In some way.
She like. I remember she had rewind powers or something like that, but she also
Uh,
has that power that because
Yeah.
Deku got like
Yeah,
Super
I
Saiyan
think
mode or
it's
something
kind
like
of confusing her power because
that. Yeah, it's like a mix of like
Yeah.
quirks or something like that. But she's established to be like she's very strong, but she's not. She can't control
Yeah.
it right now. She's a
I know, like in
okay.
the manga, at some point she gets training or something to control her
Oh, that
That would
powers
make sense. Yeah.
because it's too strong.
yeah.
But yeah, so basically this child is being killed all
Mm.
over the time to create from her body parts bullets.
Oh yeah, that's
Even
right.
that is quite dark if
That's
you think
right.
about it.
Yeah, they're doing like experimentation on it to
Mm,
harvest her quirk, so they can put into a bullet that like.
yeah.
It
So basically,
disables quirks.
overhaul
That
this
sounds-
villain. This villain
it's-
had the
it's
power
crazy.
of like something also rewinding or something. He
You can just
basically touched.
decay. I think.
Oh
no.
yeah.
No,
sure.
destroy things.
So I think his power was like he can touch and create something new of whatever he touches.
Really?
So for example, if he
Oh.
touches a table, he can make it into a chair.
Oh, you can like.
And that's the same thing
oh.
with human bodies. So he can touch a body, make it
Oh,
like
mix
another
into
part
it.
of
Right,
his
okay.
or
I
something.
see how this works, yeah.
of
And
course,
so
yeah.
basically what he did with Eri was he used some parts of Eri's like body parts, made them into bullets, and then after she died, he recreated another Eri with the remaining bits, so bringing her back to life.
Wait, she died.
She died multiple times, from what I understood.
I can't even remember that. Yeah, it's been a while since I.
Is this
What's
just in the
season
manga?
four?
Or is this where some of the
I'm not
was
reading the manga. I
season
remember
4 was
I
like
watched
that.
so many times the scene where they get shocked on what happened to Ari, because I love that scene where they go like, "Oh, we need to protect her."
I mean, that season was sick. I really,
Yeah,
really liked season 4.
Part
Up
2
until-
was not
Yeah, part
good.
2 was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I stopped watching it after.
Yeah. The
And then I
song
got
was
back
good,
into it.
but the story itself was like, eh.
Was
That
it a
is the reason I
song?
dropped it.
I might have just completely skipped it because I can't-
There's a song, like, because they have to
they
produce.
have like a pop band and they like.
Yeah,
oh,
exactly,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, that was like, whatever.
I like the song, but the season part 2 itself wasn't that great.
Yeah, I remember I got through because I started watching My Hero when I think season 3 was out.
Oh, okay.
So I like binged all of it. I watched,
think
like,
I watched
season
it
1.
also from season 3 was out, and I was like, okay, this is going to be big thing. Let's start watching it.
I mean, I think I downloaded season 1 when that was fully out, and season 2 was like half airing. I watched
Mm.
season
Alright.
1. I took a break because I think I thought it was pretty good. And then when season 3 was like,
Also,
I
the fact
rewatched
like
it.
Eraserhead, I heard a lot of people going crazy over Eraserhead. So the teacher.
in what way?
Oh yeah, what? Yeah, there was
Like
something
simping.
yeah,
Like
basic
si-
simping.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And I watched it and I was like,
Oh, that's
What-
special.
not special, but like he hasn't this much scenes as I thought he had to be like shipping that so hard on
He
it.
doesn't appear too much.
I was
he's a pretty prominent character, I would say.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like
but,
in
like-
first season and second season, he just like he
He-
doesn't show up.
He's just
as
that
much.
teacher.
Yeah,
He's just that teacher there.
That's true. That's true.
So I was
Yeah.
kind of confused.
I mean,
Like,
it's like a Kakashi kind of situation.
Yeah.
Feels like.
True.
But yeah, I mean, wait, what was the like people are simping over?
Eraserhead.
Eraserhead.
Yeah.
At least when third season came out, before I started watching it, I
Mm.
remember it being like all over the internet. People going like, Eraserhead.
It's-
And I was like, okay, sure.
I mean, I've heard the fan
Confused.
base. I don't really know too much of it, but I have a friend who's like. Big
I
into
know
it.
it's
There's a
like
lot of
the fan-
shipping and stuff
Apparently,
like
the
that.
fan base
There's
is
a
quite
whole-
bad. Yeah.
Yeah, I know
Like,
the fan base is also kind of like, how do you say it?
Very toxic.
Toxic,
Yeah,
exactly,
yeah,
exactly.
Very toxic.
That's what I've heard. Yeah. That's
Because
my friend
what I
says.
do, I don't. When I watch a show, I cannot ship anymore. For whatever
Do people-
reason,
like,
I
what
cannot
even, okay,
read.
what does it even mean to like?
It's
you
kind
just
of like
want
you like
people
these two
Um,
characters together. You like them like.
It
st-
depends. So there's
stuff like that.
basic
Yeah,
like
that's-
that, but then there's some
understand that
people that made
premise.
fan art out
Yeah,
of
so
it,
it's like
Oh,
and
Go
so,
to the
like
next step,
Don
stuff.
Shins and everything like that.
Oh, okay.
And
like custom,
I
like,
usually
fanfics
like
and stuff.
when I
Yeah.
don't read,
Right.
when I don't watch an anime, I'm okay with reading Don Shins of the ships they make.
right.
But once I start
Right.
watching a show, I cannot read Don Shins anymore. I cannot see the fan
Wait, it's
fic.
Don Shins.
Dojin just
hentai.
means like no, well it can't. But Dojin in Japanese, just in general, it's like kind of self-made. So it's just any
Oh,
Yeah.
thing. But then
Oh,
it can be
okay.
associated with like hentai. So
Yeah, I
Yeah,
usually
yeah.
associate that with.
Eh,
But it's not
hentai.
always
some-
ecchi stuff,
No, it's not
basically.
always.
Oh, okay.
It could just
I
be like
see.
normal
Yeah.
stories and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right, I see. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I never got into like that side of like My Hero, like the fan base and stuff. But I've
No,
heard-
I'm never.
I've
I know
things.
not to comment.
I just know it's
I
very
know
tough.
from
I don't
my.
comment.
I don't comment anymore.
My Hero is mid, all right. My Hero is mid. All you My Hero Academia fans, it's not even that good.
Bro, it's
right?
good you wore that
It's
balaclava,
Oh my God.
so
bro.
mid. Yeah,
It's-
don't face no
It's
case.
getting better for me because like I love when there's like villains and everything. I love the villain side
Yeah,
of
I
the
know,
stories,
the
like
heroes.
Overlord and everything.
Yeah,
like
the
that.
heroes
Really?
are
And
boring.
it's- My Hero
I-
is getting there because like now you're starting to know the villain stories.
Yeah, and it's
Through
more
the-
interesting. Like
Yeah,
Really? With the
exactly.
With the heroes, it's like,
I think
love
the
that
opposite,
part.
you know. I hate the villains.
How
I think
dare
they're
you?
So,
Really?
How d-
but there's no
especially-
story without them, though.
No. I wish they were better villains. They're not.
The
I feel
better
like they're not. I
villains.
feel
We
like
need
they're
better
not
hero.
well
The heroes are
written,
so
they're not-
generic and boring. Yo,
Yeah, exactly. Like
Most
they
of the
don't have a
stories, I don't
story.
care. I don't care.
Oh, Chaco, I want to raise money. I want money. That's her story to become a hero.
She's
Are
Hey,
you
give me
fucking
like
serious?
an example of a villain then that you really like. Who's your favorite villain then?
Right now, I have 3. Obviously, it's the main villain guy who I don't remember the name. of.
Shigaraki. or something like that?
Shigaraki. He's a very good story. Dabi,
Yeah,
also
he was
very
pretty-
good story. who watched the episode 11.
Yeah,
And-
that was
And I loved also Himiko's story, to be honest.
Really? See, I
Yeah.
don't like Himiko. I don't like the
Really?
League of Villains.
How?
I really don't like the League of Villains stuff. It's just Shigaraki. Yeah, he has like a pretty like the thing with like all for one or one for all,
Yeah.
like
I
that
don't.
kind of
I
relationship.
don't know. His story is so heartbreaking.
No, yeah.
Shall we
yeah,
tell the
yeah.
story?
I think we should. Yeah.
So basically, Shigaraki comes from this family where his grandma was a hero, but she got killed basically while fighting a villain. I'm not going into specifics if you want to watch it or whatever.
That's smart. That's smart. That's smart.
And his father got back, kind of like he was forced into adoption because of it, and he felt betrayed and everything. So he started seeing heroes in a bad light.
Yeah.
Right.
And so with his children, he's been very much like strict and everything.
Yeah.
So he didn't want them to be heroes or whatever, know about their grandma.
Wait, was he adopted?
He was put into
It was
like,
an orphanage kind of
orphanage.
situation
yeah.
because he had no other family. So
I thought
Yeah,
he like
exactly.
killed his family. I thought that
No,
was
no,
like,
no,
the
no,
whole-
no, 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 no. That's the father of Shigaraki.
What?
So we're talking about the story behind Shigaraki. So everyone in the story, how he was raised up basically right now. So Shigaraki
Right.
was the child of this guy who was
Oh, you're talking about-
orphanage. the father.
Oh, right. Okay.
So Shigaraki throughout his infant, he's been always been strict. Like his father was very strict with him. Often, I feel like he often was beaten up also.
probably some sort
Yeah.
of abuse, something like that.
yeah.
And he had this nervous tick of like, how do you call it? Scratching himself.
Just harming
Yeah.
himself. I
Yeah.
guess it's self-harm, yeah.
And he and his sister, I think. Yeah, his sister.
Yeah, he had a sister.
Or cousin, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
They find the photo of their grandma being her hero, and they decide, we want to be heroes. His father the next day finds out about that they found the picture, and he has like a nervous breakdown or something and starts
Oh,
beating them up again.
Okay, it's coming back to me now.
And the sister says, I didn't do anything. It was all Shigaraki.
Yeah,
Oh,
puts the
right.
He
blame
said,
on-
yeah.
Which is like
So he
standard
felt
kid
betrayed.
behavior, you know?
And at the same time, at around 6, it's when your quirk starts to show up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he started having symptoms about his quirk showing up, and he was in emotional distress, and he ended up basically killing everyone in his family.
Yeah,
So mom, sister, father, and grandparents.
Because his quirk, if he touches something,
They like
it just
decay.
decays.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
just gets
exactly.
destroyed. Like the
Like
Thanos
turning
snap.
into stone, like turning.
Kind
into
of, yeah.
Yeah.
And the only bits that were left were the hands.
yeah.
I always found that part weird about him. It's
Yeah.
so weird.
Yeah.
And
like
he
his design.
basically gets found by the villain that his grandma was trying to kill. No, kind of win against.
I
And
can't remember. Cause I remember he was like the previous holder of One for All.
no,
They had like
No.
some kind of
No.
relationship.
No.
no, he's always been the same older. He's never grown old because he One for All, basically the main villain of My Hero, has
Yeah.
this power that can take someone else's quirk.
Oh no, yeah.
And he
yeah.
took this quirk where he doesn't die. He
Yeah.
doesn't grow old. So this guy won against his grandmother, basically, and thought the best way to get back to the new hero that was going against him, All Might, was using his beloved teacher, grandson, to make the new future villain.
Right, yeah.
So that was his way to get back.
Oh, yeah, he
To
took the
All Might.
sacrifice. You know when they had the fight, All Might versus, I forgot his name. He loses the fight on purpose, doesn't he? To like
Yeah.
motivate him to be like the next, like,
Oh.
to get revenge.
It's been a while since I
Yeah.
remember watching.
And
the
so
previous
after that,
seasons, to be honest.
Shigaraki gets like trained to be a villain and everything.
Yeah.
Right.
Kind of like his own son type of thing, like raising him to be like to fight against Deku.
I see. I mean, until his backstory was revealed.
I
didn't
feel
really
like
care
He's just some
for his-
creepy
how
guy.
he was
I
treated
didn't
and
really like
everything.
him.
I was like, it was kind of hard seeing that scene, to be honest. Like him not knowing what's going on about the queer, because it feels like the family
Yeah,
didn't
that
talk
was-
about any
Yeah.
powers or anything, so he was freaking out. And
That
at the
was
same
brutal.
time, killing stuff. Like he killed his dog, he killed his sister. It was like, wow.
That was like brutal.
The scene
that
where the mom tries to hug him and he ends killing her. That was
that's good because he can't even control it as well. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it's just
so it's
anything.
at
just
first, no.
accidental.
I feel like after his training, he can control it.
Yeah, no, yeah.
And
But,
the
like, in
thing
that
that
scene-
makes him hate heroes is the fact that no one helped him when that
Mm.
Yeah,
happened.
So he has a negative stigma
Yeah.
against them.
Or even like he was a week in the streets or something
yeah.
after that. And no one knew what happened still. Then
Yeah, they like avoided. I remember that was like a pretty
mm,
prominent scene where like he went up to an old lady and was like, "Please help me, old lady." She was like, "I'm sorry, a hero will come to help you."
Ah,
It's like,
yeah,
"Oh,
exactly.
the old lady
and
just
no
walks
hero
off.
came to help.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was kind of sad.
which is.
So I think this story is very hard.
Mm.
Then there's a Himiko story that I feel like the world made her go crazy, basically.
Because she likes. That's the thing. Like, okay, I understand that the world is not accepting of what she likes.
Yeah.
But she literally likes to kill people.
That's
It
no judge.
wasn't that.
She
It
likes
wasn't that
drinking
at
blood and
first.
stuff like that.
So her quirk basically is she turns into people if she drinks their blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they don't have to die, basically.
Yeah.
And I think certain quirks make you behave like that. So for example, with her, I think because she had that quirk, she felt more like the impulse to drink, someone's
right, that
blood.
makes sense, yeah.
So I don't feel like she was in the wrong, because at the end she was like, you're so cute, I want to be like you. Can I have a
Yeah.
drop of your blood?
I mean, it is a quirk, so she grew used to
I
it.
feel like
so.
she was like,
Yeah.
her behavior was based on that. And since she was little,
Mm.
like there's a scene where she drinks a bird's blood when she
Mm.
was like 5 or something. I think that's represent how innocent it was, really. Because when you're a child, you see like something cute and you're like, I want to be cute like that.
Yeah.
Mm.
And in her mind, it was like, I can become cute like that if I drink their blood.
Which no, I don't know if that's the.
No, because she hasn't
But-
really been taught that that's not a normal thing to do. You're
She-
a kid. It's
she's-
whatever you're
yeah.
raised
Yeah,
into.
yeah,
Then
yeah.
after that, she's been taught, that's so creepy. You shouldn't do that. Behave like a normal girl. And it's
Mm.
kind of going against what you are, I feel like.
Yeah.
She was trying to behave like everyone wanted her to. And that slightly brought her into become crazy. Because it's like saying,
Yeah,
you
well.
cannot eat anymore to a human being. After a while,
but
sleep,
that's
or
not-
sleep, or sleep.
not
I
the
know an
same, though.
experiment they did where they tried to do experiment on human beings and
Yeah.
see how long they can go without sleeping.
Yeah,
And
but
they
her
went
quirk
crazy.
isn't-
They went crazy.
She doesn't need it to live though. She doesn't need.
But
to,
she's
that's
just
the
grown
thing.
used to using it. She likes using
yeah,
it
about
for
the
like, it's-
harm of other people. Like that's why.
I
That's
don't
like-
think it
I
has
feel
to
like
be harmed, because if the parents did it the right way, or like, oh look, she has this quirk. They go to a hospital. They say, she has this quirk. She needs to drink like a vampire at the end. She
No, I
needs
think
to
as a-
drink some blood.
No, that I
Eh.
can understand because that power could have been utilized for like as a hero. That would be
Yeah,
quite
exactly. I
strong
feel
power.
like the parents, how the parents behave to her quirk, like going like, oh no, that's creepy. You shouldn't do that. It's how it slowly made her crazy.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like kind of like rebelling
Yeah.
almost. Like the more they said no, the more she like do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think because also she tried behaving like they wanted to. That made her like
Mm.
it's
Just putting on
going.
this
Yeah,
fake skin. Which is
yeah,
kinda, like,
exactly.
ironic.
And that's why she's like, I want a world where everyone is free to do what they want to do. That's basically what she wants.
Right.
Mm.
And
That's
after
the
knowing
thing.
her
That's
story,
not like what she think. Like having everyone do what they want to do. If someone wants to like kill somebody, that's like that's.
yeah, but I
that's
think
something
that's
in
the
her
crazy
world.
part where
Yeah.
she got too
Yeah.
much like her history
it.
was exactly. She went berserk basically after she was free finally.
Mm.
So that's why she went into killing sprees and whatever.
Right.
I still think it's a good story because it gives how human behavior kind of is. Like once you impose someone to behave like even like
Yeah.
gay history,
Mm.
kind of. It might be a very big topic, but
Nah, go for it. Yeah.
people were forced to be what they weren't.
Mm.
And-
Like
And after we had all this like how do you call hits and
I
everything.
mean, that I can understand because like that doesn't inherently harm people. What she wants to do is she wants to. It comes at the expense of harming someone else.
but she doesn't know,
because she
like,
became too crazy because
Yeah.
she wasn't. If someone teached her, you can be
How much
whatever
blood does
you
she
want
need
to be.
drink? Just like a drop.
Even a drop was enough for her.
Right. Okay.
Like how much blood she gets, the longer she can become the person she's implying to be.
Mm.
So, for example, if she wants to be like someone for a whole day, I think she needs a lot of blood. And to be honest, it's quite a normal ejection. Even the thing she uses,
Yeah,
they
true.
don't
the way she
really get
extracts it.
hurt. They don't really get hurt.
It's not like
I
she's
mean,
killing them just to drink the blood, like straight, like ripping
I mean, that's
their
what
body
she does.
parts.
Though she just.
At
does
first, she
kill.
did that. She
Yeah,
basically
but-
killed because she had only a knife or whatever.
But she has like a more humane way of doing it now with like a needle. She doesn't have to do that.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
she-
not you. I mean, she
It's
still
more
kills
humane that-
people.
Yeah, exactly.
She literally killed someone. She was like.
I think she's the
17 or
most
something.
like from
that's
the villain league. She's the most one that has hero-like characteristic.
Okay.
I'm gonna take this off for the second half. I'm swearing this.
It's just gonna.
Yeah, it's gonna be a random change up.
Yeah, no respect. Dude, that masks are crazy.
Give an explanation why you suddenly
What?
went off.
What do you mean?
No, we just don't.
I just got here. I
We
just
don't
got
mention
here.
it.
You
Yeah,
alright?
we don't
I was-
mention
I just got here, so I don't know what these two have been on about. So yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we were
Yeah.
talking about Himiko.
Himiko.
If you
Alright,
didn't
yeah,
know.
Okay, right, okay.
Himiko.
Yeah, I think she's the most like, cause, again, random spoilers from Instagram. I think there was like or a comment or someone posting about the fact that she might be more closer to a hero or something.
I'm getting like they're gonna try and do like a
Yeah,
redemption.
I always thought
vibe
she was gonna
Yeah.
convert
thing.
eventually from what I've
That's
seen.
what it
Yeah,
seems like,
probably.
yeah.
Cause she
That
doesn't
seems
really
about-
want everyone dead. She doesn't
Mm.
want that. She doesn't care about. At first, she didn't care about villains, heroes. She just wanted to be free.
Mm.
And I feel like, obviously now with the new season, she got quite mad. So she hates right now heroes because she thinks heroes are the ones that don't make you free.
Mm.
Right.
That's
'Cause
that's what I think. The
Spoilers
latest
for
season-
you.
I don't care, honestly. I don't care.
Basically, her
Spoiler.
friend, what's her name,
Twice.
died.
You know, the guy
He
that
gets killed by the
duplicates himself.
hero.
It's pretty big, yeah. I mean, apparently, I feel like it was
And-
justified. That
What?
okay? This is good that way.
His killing.
I hate that the villains are trying to frame it as like, oh, the hero killed this guy.
But that's the
What,
reason why they're
dude?
villains, though, because
What?
they think
Mm.
it's the hero's fault. In their
It's
eyes,
just
heroes
so,
don't help
so
them.
Yeah.
annoying though. Like
That's the whole
they
premise.
go around
But the
killing
thing,
innocent people. And
I
then when
feel
one of
like
their
still
friends
it's quite a
dies-
good argument. Like you're judging us for killing people, but at the same time you're doing it too.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
heroes-
So what's the
literally-
difference between
the-
being a hero and
It's
villain
like what's
then?
good and bad. What can you define as good and bad?
Yeah,
'Cause heroes
exactly.
do bad things. They're not all like good.
But
either.
the heroes-
Especially
I've-
especially in the new episode, they go on about like, yeah, this guy Hawk's called a villain, but at
Mm.
the same time his parents was a villain. What makes him good then in this situation?
He helps people. That's what makes him good. Twice doesn't help people. He just kills people. These
What do
villains
you
just
know?
kill
He might
people.
have helped someone. Doesn't make him hero then if he helped one
So
person.
if a villain helps another villain, does that make them a hero?
Exactly.
Yeah, but they're literally going around.
So I feel
killing
like this
innocent
season or this arc, they're going to ask this question is going to fit. What's the difference between a hero and a villain then? If you're also killing people,
Dude, you get. It's like I don't know, killing people. Like say someone's killed like 1,000 people.
But
You
is it
just-
justifiable to kill them then? Because you'll know better
Yeah.
if you kill someone.
I don't know. I feel like to stop killing, especially if like this person's gonna go on to kill more people.
So it's a better of two evils. But then does that make them a hero then?
Yeah,
If they-
that
Yeah, I think so.
Why can't they do it? Just arrest. If you kill them, aren't you not as better than them? Like, you're not as better than them
Yeah.
if they kill too.
Yeah, but you're stop. Yeah, it's
kinda
like
like
the best
Batman.
of two evils.
Batman won't kill, but
yeah.
I
At the
mean,
same,
I-
he's not killing Joker, but at the
I,
same time,
I like
Joker.
that philosophy, but I think in a realistic scenario, I think it's like it would just be better for him to just
they're better of
kill
two
these
evils.
villains.
Mm.
Because
I'm
like,
not sure.
he's just gonna stop.
I cannot
all-
even give an answer to that, but I feel like that's the question with the arc. So hell is going loose because especially with the new episode,
Yeah.
they're trying literally to question. The villains are trying to question everyone, literally public and heroes.
Shut
Like
I hate it. I hate it. It's like it's really.
I love it.
It's
I love
so
it.
annoying. I just dislike the villains. I think maybe it's recency bias. That's why I might dislike the
Right.
because they're just like so hypocritical. They literally go around killing innocent people.
It's
And
because
then
they
they're
have
sad.
bad stories, very bad stories. I feel like they're like have a
Yeah,
reason
but
to
you
do
show
that.
me there's no justification for killing just someone, just an innocent person.
Yeah, I know, but
Imagine the amount of terrorism they've committed. Just people going on about their day in lives, and they just like
Right. Without
They've
them, there's no
perished.
show though. So
Yeah,
just stop
exactly.
complaining.
no,
right?
no,
Without them, there's no show.
that's what I'm saying.
I feel like
there
we're
could
going
be-
to real life again here. It's
Yeah.
anime logic.
Take it with a grain of salt, all right. Take it with a grain of
No,
salt.
I'm saying like
I'm going to use your phrase. It's anime logic.
no, I'm saying they could have maybe done something more.
No, but in
interesting.
their eyes, it's justifiable because from their eyes, like
No,
if it-
no, I understand that. I understand that.
I feel
but,
like in their eyes, it's
what they're
they
doing is
know
okay.
it's bad what they're doing,
Mm,
but at the same time, they understand like the heroes bit because
mm,
like with the stain tradition, whatever.
yeah,
He thinks that getting money out of the state to be a hero is not being a hero anymore because you're doing it for money, for other reason, not to
Yeah.
be a hero at the end.
It's like there's very few just
that
pure
could
heroes.
also
Like
be-
All Might could be like what you think a hero is, but then there's a lot of them that don't spend all their time being a hero. They do other things.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
I feel like if they're just doing it for the money, but they're still helping people,
I don't think it's.
there's an issue with that.
I think
to be
it's
honest.
I think they want because obviously with the powers and everything, the role as a hero has become a big thing, right?
Mm.
And they want to go back to the old age of the true meaning of a hero, not someone literally like
Like
a
a
hero at that
celebrity
point
that
is
you-
like
Yeah, yeah.
a baker, like a baker's job.
No, yeah, I can understand that, but like
It's like a fire for a fire. I don't know.
firefighter.
Yeah, firefighter job.
Mm.
Not all of them are heroes. Sorry for a firefighter.
Oh, what? Wait, what are you
Why?
saying? No,
I'm saying like
Don't associate.
firefighters are heroes. Big up the firefighters.
Yeah,
Big up
you
our
do
public
good
service.
jobs.
Yeah,
I'm-
you do a great job. What? Wait, what?
I'm saying because like you don't.
They're
If you met a
heroes.
firefighter, are you
Yeah.
going to say, you're a hero
Yeah.
immediately
It probably
once you
doesn't
meet
hurt.
them?
I mean, you're gonna go up to you go to a police like you're a hero.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the
No.
thing. Some people think bad about police officers. Some people think positive. I'm not
Yeah, I
saying
mean,
no
there's-
one is. They're not a hero,
Mm.
but the title hero is basically put on when they do something very drastic, heroic.
Yeah.
And I think they want to go back to that when something very heroic happens, and then that's when you're a hero.
I guess. I
Not
understand
just
what you
bring.
mean.
Yeah, okay. I'm not saying anything to firefighters. I just mean like the
Go straight
this
away
kind
from
of.
that,
No, we don't have no
friend.
beef with no
Yeah,
firefighters.
exactly. I'm
Big
sorry.
up the firefighters. Nah, but like, so what are the villains trying to? What's the world they're trying to create? this
Well, it's
League
not
of Villains?
necessarily even that, to be honest.
What do they want?
It's kind of like their own justifications for the like from their what she's going on about is like heroes aren't always gonna be there. Like there's not a. It's the reality. Like heroes are portrayed like if something's going bad, a hero's gonna save the day. But
Mm.
because of like how heroes are like during the show, like they're busy doing other stuff like making a movie or like promoting like and
Being a model,
instead
like
of,
the
like,
one with the serpent.
instead of going
Right.
around looking trying to help people, and they have like the reality check that like a hero's not always gonna save the day because they're not gonna be there.
Yeah, I mean, but that's also the thing. Not every hero is like that. There are like
That's what I mean. But
heroes
there's
that are-
very
Yeah.
few pure heroes like All Might who will literally go around trying to help.
Even
as
if
many
he's in
people.
his like day off, he will go and help.
People.
Some heroes don't do that.
yeah,
in the
Yeah, but if
show.
it's like a, a job for them. Say they okay, let's treat hero work as like a job, 9 to 5 job. If they do their 9 to 5, they go around doing their own stuff, and then in their own free time, they're allowed to do what they want.
Right.
Wouldn't you guys think that's fair?
I mean,
yeah, but if you see someone being robbed,
I mean, you say
Yeah,
isn't
you're
it
gonna-
being
yeah.
in your job
say you're
to
the
do
victim in that, and there's a hero there, but they decide not to help you.
Because
Or
it's
No,
their
no,
day
that-
off. It's like a policeman. He's on his day off.
will he choose?
Someone
to help
literally gets robbed in front of him.
Hmm.
Will he decide, okay, let's call
Yeah,
my
but also
workplace?
depend, like, because we need to be fair on that.
We're going in
Police
very
officer
big
and
you? No,
Different.
difference.
but
Like
the
that as well,
villains
and
don't
the
see that
hero.
because if you're the victim of something, you're not gonna consider that. You're gonna
'Cause-
consider why didn't no one help me in this situation?
No,
that I'm
yeah,
in?
yeah, and so we should try and like teach people the realistic side of things like this, because it's not.
That's what the villains are trying to do.
Yeah,
well,
that's
like
because
killing
they.
everyone.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
Oh, that's a-
but
that's
they're
a
proving
great
it. No,
job,
to be
though.
fair, they're
Villains,
proving
you're
it.
doing a great
No,
job.
they're proving
bro.
a point though. Heroes
So
aren't
they're-
always going to be there to stop them though.
exactly.
What?
No, this is the
How-
real. No, listen. The reality is, heroes won't always be there to save you, and they've
That's
been.
already a
no,
reality, though. We
no,
already.
exactly,
I'm sure
that's
people
what I'm saying.
understand that already.
And in this world, they become villains because they're like, well, no one
So
helps me in my time
not
of need.
everyone. So these innocent people are gonna sometimes
I feel
miss
like
out.
this-
On
we
like,
need to cut this argument down. I feel like we're not changing minds here.
No, this is,
No,
I
we're
mean, this is
explaining. We're
interesting, though.
explaining
This
the
is
different
okay.
sides here. We're explaining the different
Yeah,
sides.
this is what I like about this anime.
Argument.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
it's like
topic.
It has been,
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
like-
big topic.
it's like
Shall we talk
interesting.
about my third one? Of
Oh, you
why
were on
reason?
about your favorite villains, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I can know with a good back history. I
Okay.
feel like with the new episode,
Is it Dabi?
Dabby.
Yeah, Dabi. I mean,
So,
the last
Dabi-
episode was pretty
yeah.
crazy though.
Oh
to
my
be fair.
God.
Yeah, I keep saying spoilers, but I haven't watched it. I avoid
Yeah.
the spoilers every time I see them. So,
So I
Bro,
knew
you
about
sure
it
you
before.
want to-
bro, I'm not gonna. I don't
Bro,
think
it's
I will watch it.
pretty big.
Okay.
If I do, I watch it over. I'm gonna forget the spoilers anyway. I'm not
Ah,
gonna
yeah,
lie.
that's,
Okay.
sometimes that
I
happens to me.
I
yeah.
don't remember.
It's a
any.
pretty
For
big
me, it
one.
needs to be like shocking. Otherwise, I won't. Like if it's shocking, I won't forget about it.
Yeah, it's a big
Yeah.
spoiler. It's a big. Okay.
So Dabby,
Massive
We
spoiler
get-
alert, by the way.
Massive.
episode
for
11.
of season
Episode.
6. There you go. Massive
I mean, I
spoiler
guess
alert.
it's pretty. Yeah.
So we find out Dabby is a blue flame villain, basically. And
Yeah, Blue Flame, yeah.
okay,
Oh
So-
yeah. Oh, actually, yeah, I do know that guy. Wait, yeah, I do
Yeah,
know
yeah,
that guy.
he's-
Okay, fair enough, fair enough.
so basically, we found out his reason for being a villain is to get back to his dad, who is the new one, number
Oh,
one
yeah.
hero, Endeavor.
Endeavor, the best hero.
Oh.
He's the son of Endeavor.
Yeah.
Todoroki's
Is he like
brother.
a secret son that he doesn't know
Not
about?
secret
He
son. He was
thought-
the first son.
He was.
Does
the
it
first
never
son.
know about him though, or not?
No,
He
because
thought-
he thought he was dead.
Oh, okay.
Because basically, Endeavor's family has been always like being okay. Endeavor's story. He wanted to be number one. He knew he didn't have a chance,
Yeah, he's always number 2.
and he was
Yeah,
like,
it's All
"I
Might.
want to create my new successor, who's going to beat All Might."
yeah.
So what he did was marry someone with an ice
Oh, it's
power,
quirk, yeah,
That's
so
quirk.
like
and
kid,
he
Someone that you
wanted
don't
to
love.
convert like
they have
com-
the kid have both the quirks.
exactly
Yeah.
to make it stronger. So
Mm.
he had like 4 children. So the first
4?
one, 4.
I thought it was like 5 or something, or maybe
No,
more.
4.
Was
So
it 4?
there's now Debbie. He's the first. Then there's the sister. There,
Oh,
who then?
yeah.
Then there's the brother,
Brother.
and then there's Todoroki.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
And so, what was I saying? So
You were
we get
talking
to know
about
through
Endeavor.
this episode that his firstborn was Debbie, who is technically Toya. His name is Toya.
Oh yeah. That was,
So he found out that his son didn't have the ice quirk, but he was still like, "Oh, you
He's
still
more
are going to
powerful.
be my
Yeah,
successor. You're going to be great."
yeah.
And he was training him. He found out though that Toya didn't have resistance to his
On fire, like
fire. Yeah.
yeah.
So he basically
Yeah.
had the quirk, but always got hurt by the quirk.
Ah, okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
And so meanwhile, his other 2 children got the ice quirk
Quirk.
and not the flame.
Yeah.
And finally, Todoroki is born, and he has both.
Yeah.
And
He's like one of the
once
protagonists as well.
Todoroki is born, Endeavor starts to put all of his trust into Todoroki.
Yeah.
Right.
And Toya being brought up, being like, you would be my successor, you will be the strongest. He felt like kind of in depression or something.
Right.
He was like kind of shocked. He started hating Todoroki and everything.
Right.
And at the same time, Endeavor, I don't think this is spoilers from the manga, I feel like. But yeah. So Endeavor put off his training with Toya.
Right,
Debbie,
that would make sense, yeah.
because he was getting hurt and everything. He was like, okay, I have him
There's
as
no
a
real point in
successor.
training
Yeah,
him anymore.
exactly.
Oh, I thought
And
Todoroki,
Toya, yeah.
I thought he thought Toya had died before Todoroki
Yeah,
was
I'm
born.
getting there. I'm getting there.
But like before Todoroki was born. That's why
No, he was
became
literally
better.
born, and it might be changed in the anime.
Because Endeavor, he was like in that flashback that we saw in episode 11. He was like, oh yeah, like he was like happy. But from what we saw from Todoroki's side, he was always like a bitter dude that was like super
Hard on them.
Mhm.
and stuff
hard
like
on
that.
Yeah.
the kids and like, oh, you're useless kids to me. 'Cause you
So
don't
I
have
think
the
literally the
quirks.
moment Todoroki, it's kind of strange because I have like manga's reference right now in my mind
Wait,
Right.
so have you read the manga?
through Instagram. These scenes, like these spicy scenes, I couldn't say no to.
Oh, okay, fair dues.
So basically, Todoroki is born. That was kind of confusing how they knew already he had both quirks. I think because of the hair, they knew.
Oh, right,
He
'cause it's
already-
split.
yeah.
All right.
And he is born, and there's like literally a scene where Toya is with Todoroki as a baby, and he's literally hating him
Oh, really?
because he took his place.
Right,
Yes, I
yeah.
can't remember that. Yeah. Okay.
And so he starts training on his own because Endeavor was like, no, you're not training anymore. You're getting hurt or whatever.
Ah, right.
So while he's training alone, he ends up putting the whole forest on fire.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
And
okay,
that's
that
when
makes sense.
his body starts rotting because of the fire. So
Right, yeah, 'cause he's not
his
immune.
jaw goes down because of that.
Does
he
it
loses-
show that on the manga, or because in the anime, it's
kind
just
of,
like,
I think so. I think it's
Really?
kind of,
Ah,
yeah.
that'd be good for visuals.
okay.
And so after that, he's like in a coma kind of state. So some while
Oh.
passes. I don't remember this
Yeah,
bit.
this hasn't been mentioned in
Yeah.
the anime yet. Or
And
it's
then
not
he
been shown.
finds out his family think he's dead,
Right, okay.
and he wants revenge basically on his father, and that's why all that big thing about like heroes and everything.
Right, yeah.
And yeah, I remember him waking up to a doctor's and the doctor going like, "Oh, you should have been dead," or da-da-da-da-da,
Right.
with these
Okay,
burns.
yeah.
And
I mean, that might come in the next few episodes.
yeah, I
maybe.
think that's
That
why
seems-
it might be a spoiler for the next episode.
Take it with a grain of salt, everyone watching.
Yeah, it seems because I don't.
Oh,
think it's
new
gonna
episode
be-
might be out because this episode is coming out next week, Monday. So,
Well, we hope
Oh,
anyway.
so-
We hope anyway. There's nothing happens.
Oh,
if
that's
nothing
true.
happens,
That is very true. Yeah.
and so yeah, his revenge is basically on both Todoroki and Endeavor,
Yeah.
Right.
but mostly Endeavor because he's like, yeah, this is what you did to me at the end.
Yeah.
You implanted this idea in me, and then you throw me away, and whatever.
Sounds like a him problem. Should have
Yeah,
been there.
exactly.
Didn't train hard enough. That's his problem.
I mean, why is
I think it's kind of cool history. I don't
Oh,
think it has a lot of reason to go to innocent people against the innocent people, though.
That's the thing. None of the villains do, but it's goddamn.
It's their own justification. In their
No,
own
with-
head, it makes sense.
With Dabby,
Yeah,
I
that's the
feel
thing,
like
if the
he
writing
should
was
have.
better, they might
With
be able to
Dabby,
make
especially,
better
he's like,
villains.
you have specific people you're angry about.
Right.
Yeah.
Why are you involving other people?
Because they
But
don't care. It's not
yeah,
part
they
of the
don't
plan.
care. Yeah. But yeah, I think his backstory was so cool. Like about the fact that training
Gabby's-
and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. It is like when it was revealed, I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
okay.
So
Everyone
shocking.
knew.
Oh my God.
Everyone knew.
Yeah,
I
it
was
was
so shocked. I was so
shocking.
shocked.
Everyone kind of knew it was him because there was always hints in
Yeah,
the
it kind of
in
makes
the
sense
show.
though. If you watch the show,
I
think it
completely
like
forgot,
you
to
won't
be
you
honest.
won't like think of it at the time, but if you look back, it's like a actually it's kind of it
Yeah.
kind of
There's
makes
some
sense.
shots
Yeah.
of Todoroki's like past where there's like a scene where his older brothers and sisters are playing, and the only face you don't see is Toya's.
Okay. So
And everyone was like, it's probably
Oh
Dabi, because
my
Dabi has the
goodness.
power.
Yeah, like
and
foreshadowing.
then,
Yeah, you can see like a lot of it.
This dude. Yeah, I mean it makes and now that it's been revealed, it's like, oh yeah, in that one scene, it was
That
kind of
one scene,
obvious.
Yeah.
But you just forget. Like I forgot about those. Like I forgot he even had like a older brother that was like mentioned until it was like revealed now. I'm like, yeah.
So
I was kind of confused how his hair turned white.
Yeah, he like put something in. I guess it was
No,
like hair
I
dye or
mean
something.
like also that, but I mean like when he was a child, he was red hair,
right.
and suddenly his hair becomes white. And from what I understood,
Or maybe it's just
like
hair
the
dye and
power is with the hair or something.
That's a Kaneki situation.
Yeah.
It's a Kaneki situation. It just turns white. We don't know why. It just does.
stuff.
He
Wait, did
becomes edgy. That's why.
Wait, did he have white hair initially? Or
Initially, he was born with red hair, and it slowly become white.
Oh yeah,
You see?
Okay.
I see. Okay.
To be honest, I want to know more about the other brother and sister. I want to see them fight, but I know they're not heroes.
Yeah, they're just being chilling.
Pink
Yeah.
chili. Stamina.
They're
just there.
being chilling. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I did like the latest episodes with like Debbie and stuff, but even then,
I don't think there's other big reveals or something.
yeah,
And
yeah, I feel like it's like what's gonna even happen? Like once they kill, or once I'm assuming.
I know
Shigaraki
spoilers,
loses.
so don't ask me.
Yeah, no,
You don't want to know.
I'm just wondering who the next villain. Like, is My Hero? Is it
So-
gonna be like a One Piece situation? Is it planning to go on
That's
for like
what I mean.
so
like,
long and long?
It's a
or-
Shonen Jump type thing.
So there's another
Yeah.
arc, from what I know.
This
So
could
this
be-
is kind of the war arc.
Mm,
So literally villains against heroes.
yeah,
Then you have the who wins from the war,
right.
and then there's an arc after of whoever gets defeated trying to get back on feet.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And after that, I feel like that's when you have the final fight. And that's the ending, I feel like. And then a flashback to, because it all started when this is the story how I become the
Yeah.
Fabisa.
It's
And then
short
I
and
feel
sweet.
like you have the flashback to or him in the future. Or
Yeah,
something
Right,
like that.
they could probably make it keep. They could probably make it.
I just got an
Keep
idea.
going.
Is it going to end with Deku's death? Because it's getting
Okay.
dark.
Nah, I doubt it. Because we know
Because
gets
he might
older.
be dying as the first hero after the
Mm.
final fight.
But that doesn't make the money though, does
Nah,
it?
I
That
I
won't
don't
make
know.
him money.
I would be
No.
so pissed if it happens like that.
I
I would be
doubt
like
it. I
crying, like
doubt it.
no. I hope I didn't give ideas.
I mean,
The creators just randomly watching this like, hey, that's not a bad idea. You know? That's not a bad idea.
Let's hope not. Let's hope not.
yeah, I mean, I doubt they'd kill.
Yeah,
Deku,
I
the
doubt
main
they
dudes.
know English, to be honest. Most Japanese people don't know English.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
Let's
I
hope.
doubt they'd even like see this podcast with 20 episodes, 20 views.
True.
Oh, no, it's
Whoa,
20?
we
We
might
got
be
to
a-
40. We got
are
to 40.
40.
Yo, respect the grind. Respect the grind.
40 views. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Maybe we stand a chance then. Maybe the
Stand
creator of My
Stand a
Hero
chance in
Academia.
what?
Who knows? They might be one of the 40 viewers now. We don't know. We don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, you never know.
They might be interested in like random podcasts.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Aspiring voice actors here, by the way. If you wanna, dub version maybe.
Voice actors.
I can be a random villain.
I could be like a NPC in the background that screams.
I can be a computer guy if you need a computer guy.
I can do the ara ara apparently. Ara ara.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I don't know what I can do. Bing chilling.
Being chilling.
Bing chilling. I don't know,
Yeah.
I learned Chinese.
So, what's your favorite character then?
My
What-
favorite character.
I want to hear
Yeah.
something because you think the heroes are a lot
Yeah,
better. That's
like
why I'm
what's
confused
about.
your
Bro.
hero that protects everything?
There's so many here. There's so many characters like Hawks. I feel like Hawks' whole thing was so sick.
I feel like
Oh.
there's too much love for Hawks for whatever reason.
So
Everyone-
sick. What do you mean? I feel like it's justified.
I don't.
In the
I know
fin season-
he's like design and everything. It's so cool.
Not even his
But
design, just his
I'm
character.
not sure.
Like Hawks, Endeavor, All Might I love.
Endeavor.
Yeah,
How
you-
dare
you
you
know, like,
put
the
him
one-
for your
sick,
list?
bro. Endeavor's sick. I feel
It's
like
alright.
After his history of abuse,
yeah, that's
I'm
the
not
thing.
giving
I
no
feel like
piss.
his redemption. He's trying to redeem himself, and like, I like that.
I'm with the villains. Like what Debbie said, it's the past is never overridden.
Right.
Nah,
I feel like that. I feel like the villain. You never override them.
I feel like you can. You can like, because then you're saying if once a villain, so how can the villains redeem themselves? If you're arguing that, why is it not okay to just
Oh,
kill
God,
the
no.
villains then? What's
Because
If they
then you
can
gotta
never
be better
redeem
than the
themselves.
villains. You
Because
shouldn't
they
be
have
killing-
better reason. Endeavor's reason was, I want
have
someone to
better
be
reason.
perfect.
perfect? What do you mean?
To be basically #1 hero was his ambition.
Oh, Endeavor.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
And you hurt people.
yeah, he hurt people. But
You
he's, like,
basically, I feel
atoning
like
for
he
his
was kind of
actions
a
now.
rapist at the end.
What?
What?
Like he married her because of money, so she had to say yes.
No, yeah,
But
it was like a.
I don't
Nah, it's
think it was
consensual.
like.
I back that as consensual.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm
imagine-
not sure.
I mean, we don't know this.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm taking it bad. Sorry, I shouldn't have used that word.
Don't slander my boy Endeavor like this. Even though no, he was bad. Like the way he treated
Yeah.
his family,
He
that
was
was like
very
pretty
mid.
awful.
Because how
Nah,
did
not
she get
mid.
into
He
the
was very
hospital? The mother, did she get
No,
because
that's
of mental
she
part?
harmed Todoroki.
Was
yeah, she
it?
threw the coffee.
Was that
on
the
her
reason
child's
that
face.
she was
Yeah.
hospitalized?
She had a
Was it?
mental illness because she harmed Todoroki.
Oh,
Mm.
she's scarred.
And,
by
like,
it. I
and
think-
Yeah,
Endeavor
but
was,
I
what
do
made
remember.
her do that?
Because she was scared.
Hated,
yeah,
she
don't want
hated him because of like
Endeavor
the whole
and stuff.
situation that she got put in.
Yeah,
That's why.
that means there might be other situations
No, yeah, like
that.
Endeavor and her got married. They didn't even love each other.
Yeah,
like,
that, I
never-
mean that made.
Allowed for it.
What you do?
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. To go that crazy, I feel like there should have been other situations other than being forced into a marriage.
I mean, yeah, we don't know the whole situation.
Yeah,
it would
exactly.
be pretty awful situation. But maybe she got like some monetary gain out of it or something like this. Like
Mm.
I'm sure something was like maybe.
You
established
really want to
beforehand.
justify Endeavor here. But,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just
You
saying.
didn't.
No, I acknowledge what he did was like bad. I'm saying we don't know the full picture as well.
Right.
So
That's the same with
Have you
villains.
seen the fan art of
We know the full-
someone
we know the
created a
picture of
fake
villains.
like Endeavor mother, and
What?
it's so good.
fake
What do you
and
mean?
Like
mother.
you know, fan art like
Like a
like
gender
story.
change. What?
No, like no, the mother. They
Oh,
were
of the
like,
mother.
yeah,
Oh,
look,
right.
she looks so good.
Which one?
It's all of them basically. It's that the mother.
Dude, I feel like when Endeavor's not in
That's
his like
so
fire
cute.
form, he looks like so sick. He's such a badass.
Nah, he looks
No.
like a random ass dude in
Mid.
the show.
Ah, bro.
Mid.
What? Wait, what? MHA.
Nah,
Bro, he looks
that-
so
He
mid.
looks like a gangster.
The scar just makes him.
No,
No,
really.
remove the
The
scar,
scar,
and he looks so
exact-
generic.
Yeah, he
so
looks
generic.
like I don't know. You know the scene in like the gym. He looks like a random dude in the
Yeah,
gym
he
scene.
does. It's because he's got a different. If he had like black hair and that, not that scar, he looks so generic.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro, that's so generic. Like, shut up.
Wait, if you're
And I think he has too much
Isn't
muscles.
generic if you're saying like what?
No, but he looks like a generic
Yeah.
character. Nah,
He looks like a gangster.
no.
I don't agree.
He looks
In
like a
that
boring
scene, yeah.
police officer or
Yeah.
something like that. That's what he looks like.
Damn.
Oh, alright.
You
Mid.
guys,
Mid.
you guys.
Just the audio.
I feel like
mid.
you could have chosen a better hero than Endeavor.
Yeah, he's
No,
so
All
mid.
Might's my favorite.
Oh, that's
Oh,
so
no,
mid. That's so.
Uh,
That's such a dead opinion. You have no taste. This is probably why you like
Oh
heroes.
my-
This is why you like heroes.
Yeah,
You have-
because you choose All Might.
Dude, All Might.
What's
Oh.
good? Oh, you're cool. Oh, all
Oh,
for one, one for all.
muscles.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
Gangster,
But now
bro.
he doesn't even have his powers anymore. Like, oh, skinny.
Yeah,
boring.
no, now like it's pretty.
It
He's
was
so
fun.
blind.
The fun part about what's his name?
Oh my.
All Might was like him puffing down.
All right.
Yeah.
That was cute. That was like that. I like that about All Might. But All Might in his hero form, I was like, eh.
He has no
Dude, I just
substance.
love
He has
All
nothing
Might.
about him. What's interesting about him?
He's just
Yeah.
a good
He's-
dude, bro.
There, that's so generic and boring. Like,
Yeah, I know. No, I understand. Like, I get that. It's like
His backstory
generic, but
was
I don't-
interesting,
yeah.
like
somewhat.
Deku's kind of.
His backstory. Yeah, like
There's
the
like his
whole like,
former teachers.
Yeah,
And that.
exactly.
like just the
Him
whole
putting
All
the
for One
things up
story.
and the smile
All One
story,
for All.
the story
Yeah.
behind the smile.
That was close.
Oh yeah.
that was
That's the only thing he's got going for him.
Yeah, that's the only
But
thing.
he's still mid.
Wait, who's your guys' favorite?
I'm still mad he didn't
Heroes,
marry
huh?
or something.
Hero, that's the thing, right? This is why my hero's mid. There's so many heroes. Who remembers half their names? No one cares about them. Like, oh yeah, they might have that one part. Where
Yeah,
they're
we
like,
don't remember. We don't care for all the characters though. It's
that's what I
only
mean.
some.
But the heroes, yeah,
Mm.
and even the heroes you do care about, mid. Let's be honest, right? Name the characters people generally care about. Deku, mid, mate, like
Eraserhead, Todoroki,
No.
Bakugo.
But they're still not heroes yet, right?
yeah,
Oh,
that's
shit.
So
Oh,
I don't.
the
I'm not.
main heroes.
Since they're
have,
not
like-
like in
I
school
remember
still, I'm not
Cementos.
putting.
That guy was sick. The old lady that heals people.
whoa.
The granny.
With the kids, the one.
This is the argument he's putting for heroes, everyone. This is why my
no,
heroes
I'm
are
saying
mid.
who I remember. I remember the. Have you guys ever played Overwatch?
Yes.
The McCree-looking dudes. The guy with like
Okay,
revolvers
yeah.
and
Ah,
stuff.
nah.
That guy. I mean,
Nah.
I'm just like, yeah, no, they are like pretty.
I think the
forgettable.
strongest
I
one at
agree.
the end is the one with the black hole. Kind
Oh
of.
yeah, the space
I
guy.
feel like he's the strongest.
Oh
that's
no, I
right.
do know you're about. Yeah,
I
do
don't
you're
know
about.
the
Yeah, he's from
name,
the
but
first season.
He's
first
not.
season, yeah.
He's
Ah,
not my
that's true.
favorite, but I think he's
He's
one of
got
the
good-
strongest.
Yeah.
If he
I
wanted
mean, who
to,
is
he
your
could.
favorite? Who is your favorite? Do you have a favorite?
Not because obviously your reasons, because my favorite is for comedy. Mont Lady.
Oh yeah,
No,
she's fan
fun.
service. Fan
What?
service 100% through and
What?
through. Best character.
And she's fun.
So
like,
a character
"Can
that's
you-
purely for fan
can you
service.
get
You're
me-
She has
kidding.
more
Can I-
substance than All Might.
yeah, she's like
She has more substance than All Might.
Okay.
she literally goes like, "Can I get that to eat?" And you can get it for free. And she goes like, "Thank you." That's so fun. It's so
I
fun.
mean, everyone's entitled to their opinion.
And
but
and
your
her
opinion's
quirk is fantastic.
Gotcha, gotcha.
No,
Her
no.
quirk is good. She becomes like a giant, and she can strike people and everything. That's the best. The only bad side is that she has to pay everything back or something that she destroys.
Which is
So if she
shameful
uses-
behavior. She's
Yeah.
walking
How
fan
do
service.
how do you describe the character, other than she can get big?
She's
What
fun.
is the character?
She's
She's
funny.
sexy.
She provides actual like
Comedy.
enjoyment. to the
In
show.
what way?
More than All Might ever does.
Yeah,
What's All
exactly.
Might do?
Bro.
He's a plot
And
device at
she's-
best.
She's
do
the
you mean
only
he
one
drives
that
the story?
openly hates the new generation. She's like, kids.
Yeah.
She's the only one.
What? That's a bad thing.
I don't, if you have to deal with teenagers, I feel like you will have the
Yeah,
same
but she was a
reaction.
teenager as well.
She's not
No,
a
she's not.
teenager.
No,
she's
she
like
was a teenager.
yeah,
Everyone
but
was a
every
teenager at
Yeah,
one
that's what
point.
I'm saying. Like,
But she's not a teenager now.
yeah, no, I like.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, he's
just-
started. He's got no
Heater.
argument. This is
Hater, hater,
China,
hater.
China.
What do you mean? You guys
I'm
hate
thinking-
All Might, but you don't. You like prefer Mount Lady over All Might.
She has more like even the
What's
style.
All Might providing us?
Did he provide entertainment? He's a nice.
what
dude.
way?
If you
What
like to say
entertainment?
What's
he's a
entertaining about him?
hero.
What's entertaining
Bro,
about All
his
Might?
scenes, bro. He's a
What?
badass with his punches and stuff.
Is that entertaining?
That's entertaining to me. Yeah.
That could be any hero.
Yeah.
Then there's so many fight scenes. No one gets. It's indifferent.
What?
I'm thinking, is there another one of heroes?
That's what I mean. They're so forgettable. A lot. And any of the good ones.
Even
no,
Midnight. I don't really like Midnight.
Which was Midnight?
The
Yeah, I
one
don't-
with the sleeping.
Yeah,
the
Midnight's
sleep.
kind of.
That's
Yeah, kind of.
I think that power is so like.
What's
how
not
can you
mid?
be a
My hero is
hero?
right. I can
Everything
describe.
is
Right,
mid
I'll
too,
describe
bro.
my hero for you. Right.
How can you be a hero
listen,
with
listen.
that? Just being like, sleep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How can you be a hero?
No, yeah. I feel like I agree with Midnight. She's just
All mid. My hero just in general is mid.
No, bro. No, all my
Who's
hero,
your
not
hero?
my boy,
Who's
all
your
my-
That's what I
hero?
mean. I don't have one. It's that mid.
Todoroki's pretty
Right.
sick as well.
No, do you know what I hate about
If
him?
you put-
He used to be sick. After, in the second, he gets more and more boring over time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because
that's
he goes
true.
from being edgy to be like, oh yeah, I'll
Nah,
help you
he's
out.
still.
Yeah,
what do you
he
think
just-
about Bakugo then? Do you like Bakugo?
Oh,
I
Bakugo
think
is my
everyone
favorite.
Everyone
There you
loves
go.
him
Everyone
now.
loves.
Yeah,
I
because
don't
he's
like
edgy.
Bakugo.
Because
There
he
you
provides
go.
content.
He has literary growth.
Yeah, you see
He
character
fro-
development.
He
has
goes
character
from
development.
bully.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
a
I mean,
bully
all of them have
and
character
grows.
development.
No, but he's got
Bakugo's
good character development.
I love the fact that everyone
Like, you
is
look
like,
at
you will
someone-
be the perfect evil guy, but you know.
But he's trying to be a hero.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
I like him in some scenes, but I feel like he's just over exaggerated a bit. His character.
Says the guy who likes
Mm.
All Might. I'm sorry, he's badass. Okay.
Exactly.
Whoa.
Yeah, bro, my taste is simple.
And to be honest, I've
That's why you
seen
have
some
no
fun
taste.
art of him with Himiko, and it looks so cute. That's my chip. I know it will never
Oh my
happen. I
gosh.
know it will never happen,
Shift
but they
this way
look,
now, yeah.
they look so cute. But yeah, no,
Yeah, my hero mid. That's what we got for
Bakugo
the
best.
Oh,
I feel like he is the one.
Bakugo best. Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone loves Bakugo.
I think the strongest one of the trio is Deku,
That's one of
Bakugo,
his new
Todoroki.
characters.
Yeah, well, that's
That's
just
I feel
yeah,
Todoroki is the strongest.
I think Todoroki is the strongest.
He should be.
He should
But-
be, but they don't do him.
Yeah,
Then,
he
don't
don't
yeah.
do him justice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like he was OP when he first gets introduced. Over time, he just gets power spiked down.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, that's what they gotta do with this. Like,
Yeah,
this
it's all
anime.
too much power spiking. That's the problem. It's
Mm.
like any
Yeah.
animes like this.
Yeah, like Deku. I remember that he fought like Overhaul, and he had like this Super Saiyan power, and like,
Yeah, because of Eri.
Yeah, but
yeah, I know, but like, I don't know. Once
Yeah.
it reaches like a certain power level, you do kind of just stop like caring, really.
I mean, you
Ah,
have to, or
yeah.
else it just doesn't make sense otherwise.
Yeah,
Mm.
There you go.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
entertaining.
What was your
Entertaining
hero then?
value.
You were saying.
That's what I mean. I don't have one because my hero is mid. I will describe why it's so mid. Right, the first season, as I said, it's like a prequel. Like it was good. It got me intrigued. But if that was the first season and you had to wait like another year, I'm like, you know, what I mean? I'm gonna wait a year. Like what happened? Okay, he trained to be a hero, and he got into school, and then he had there was the bit at the end where the villains introduced, but that was it. It was like a
Yeah.
3.
I feel
episode
like
thing.
I got excited with the third season
yeah. So
when
this,
finally the League
that's
of
where I was, like,
Villains come into.
interested.
Yeah.
because the
The
second
third
season,
Wait, what was
right,
the third season?
I'll go through it. So the second season is kind of like him in school, and then it's like the weird sort of tournament arc. It's more like a sports arc. Like
Yeah,
it's like-
sports
yeah,
day.
that was kind of boring. Like not much happens. In
Yeah,
that.
usually those
Yeah.
on the.
The only good scene was the fight with Todoroki.
Yeah, but that was
That
the
was the
only
only-
scene.
yeah.
Because they skipped the rest of the
that
battle
was
arc.
pretty
You don't even
interesting.
see most of
That
it.
wasn't too. You got to see like the different students and stuff. Like that one.
Yeah,
Dude,
but
no
they
one
were
cares
kind
about
of.
them. No one cares about them though.
Nah, the blue haired guy. I remember he was pretty cool.
You
Like
see
on the
him
blue
anymore.
haired
The-
guy. Yeah, you don't see.
That's
him
what I
runner.
mean. No one cares about these.
But that's
Ah,
what I'm saying. It
they're
was cool in
forgetful.
that scene.
At the time,
Yeah, but that's
maybe.
just because they haven't utilized those characters.
That's
They
right,
just-
but they're never going to because there's so
there's
many
too
characters.
many characters. No, I think it does suffer from like
That's what the
too
problem
many
I've got.
characters.
And then the second half was him training. It was like the Jack the Ripper arc, wasn't it? Like the
Ah,
He
yeah,
goes to
with
train.
Stain.
Oh.
Yeah, he
I
goes to
think
train.
that's part 2 of second season.
yeah, that is part 2. So
Oh,
that was like
yeah.
that season. That part was all right to be fair, but it was a bit long. Like,
Yeah.
there was some parts. It was only interesting when the Jack the Ripper guy came through.
Right.
Mm.
But,
Yeah,
like,
he
all
was,
the other
I
parts,
kind of liked him.
He was an
actually, yeah.
interesting guy.
That was a good villain.
yeah.
Yeah, I like that villain. Stain.
Season 3 starts. Is it season 3 that they do the camp?
Yeah, they have
Yeah.
to go to the
It's
camp.
the camp,
Oh,
right? So they
yeah.
do like a training camp for like I think 8 episodes. It is.
I feel like the training camp was the most interesting
That
one,
was very interesting.
where they had to go over their limits.
Yeah,
I
so they were,
love
like,
that where
training
they had to
networks,
train until
and
like.
then they invaded the villains.
Yeah, I
didn't they?
feel like third
That-
season
and
was
that-
the
that
best
like-
one.
villains
yeah, and it was pretty
yeah.
interesting, like the fights that they were having during that.
I remember some
Yeah.
scenes like Deku fighting that guy with big arms.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like, they
yeah.
saved the
I
kid
feel
as
like
well at the same
literally,
time.
even
Yeah.
the opening, everything of third season was
that
like.
was good.
And
And
I
then
can't remember.
But then,
much,
like, fourth
admittedly.
season started good,
yeah,
ended bad.
and then the ice dropped. This is why I
Yeah.
dropped it because it started getting boring because it was like a tournament arc.
I
stopped
don't
it
remember
then.
fifth
Halfway it
season.
started
What's
thinking-
season?
Fifth season was Hawks and Endeavor. Or
No,
I was
no,
like,
wait.
that-
We're missing
thing.
one season.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The
We're
second
missing
half was
the.
so it was them getting the license, the hero license.
Ah, yeah, the hero license.
That
We're
was
missing the
boring,
Leering
That was so
license.
boring for like most of it.
Yeah, for
Wait, in
most.
season 5.
Season 3 run about. So
Oh, season
after
3.
Ah, yeah, after the
So after the
camp,
Oh yeah.
Camp.
they
so-
have
a bit
the.
of school side filler stuff, and then it was them getting the hero license.
Oh yeah.
So they had to do like the different they fight each other and stuff like that.
Yeah, I remember there was like a movie as well. Like
Oh
when
yeah, I
they-
watched the movie. That
Ah,
movie was
the
mid.
movies are.
I haven't
like,
seen.
Yeah.
I've seen like one of the movies, like the Two Heroes.
Yeah, the 2 heroes.
I
are
think.
boring.
I don't
Yeah,
remember.
the
Yeah,
movies
that's
are
fine.
kind of.
You won't-
I don't remember the titles. I
Movies
think
are
I've
kinda-
only seen one movie and I was like, or
Mm.
2, and I was like, okay, this is enough. I'm not
Yeah.
watching
Yeah,
any
you
more
don't need to.
movies of
I
my
mean,
hero.
they're not like canon or.
Yeah,
or-
just
or
extra
technically they are,
content.
but like yeah, extra
They're like
content.
canon, but not canon. Like if you don't see him, it's not gonna be in the
Yeah,
story.
you don't
Yeah,
miss
exactly.
anything. It's like filler. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, and then
Mm.
we have 5th season.
This is why I don't know.
That's-
So
Season 5.
5. Yeah, what
I-
happens in 5 in Endeavor and Hawk are
Like
introduced?
Endeavor and Hawks, they like the
Ah,
the
the-
invest. Oh, the
they
stress
need to
guy.
start working.
The guy that looks like Doofenshmirtz from Phineas
to
and
Dr.
Ferb.
Doofenshmirtz.
Yeah, the stress guy.
You get a
Stress
picture of him.
guy.
Doofenshmirtz.
I don't know what Dr. Doofenshmirtz looks like.
Chat. This guy.
Ah, yeah, it's.
This
Oh, he
guy,
does, he
bro,
does.
this
My
guy.
hero.
Oh yeah, so the first arc is the story of the villains trying
It
to
was
get
like a
all the villains in the
libert-
world or something in their
It
side.
was a different because it's not the League of Villains. It was like the Liberation Army or something.
Yeah,
like
and they had
Orcs
to
was
fight them to be
investigating
like,
into them.
oh, we're going to be the best villains of or whatever.
that. Exactly.
So that was like the first bit, and the last bit was about Endeavor, about like
yeah,
how
they were like
All Might left.
investigating.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh, how All Might left, and
that
Endeavor became the first. How he's trying to redeem himself. Kind of boring, to be honest. 5th season.
Yeah, that's why I heard it was boring. That's why.
Disagree.
That's why I
realized-
don't remember it, because
I-
there
Dude, I
were
had some of the
No,
coolest fight
you
scenes.
said season 4 and 5 for the most part was good, but what I've heard, it's mostly boring. This is why I stopped. This is why I stopped.
he's,
No, season 4, the
he's
first half
trusting
was-
me.
I realize I don't trust your opinions anymore. I've heard you talk today.
I completely
Your hero
forgot.
arguments. No, I don't.
I
listen.
completely forgot about 5th season. So
No, 5th season was I had this guy, the stress guy. And
Yeah, I
remember
don't
that.
trust your taste, man. To each their own. It's alright to be wrong. It's alright to be wrong, as long as you understand why.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude, it's just that's what you think. That's what you think.
But
I
no,
don't know, I
6th
like that.
season finally stuff is happening.
Mm.
I think that one is good.
I mean, I thought like in 5th season, what do you think of Endeavor's fight with like the?
Yeah,
Was it a Nomu? That was
yeah, it wasn't normal. He got
I
the
loved that.
scar.
That was so sick.
He got
Yeah.
people to bit faith in him. Yay.
See, that's
Uh,
what. This is what annoys me. The first Nomu that All Might fights, he's supposed to be like a high-end Nomu, right? And
Mm.
like All Might struggled against him.
Yeah.
Like, the
But he
strongest
was
hero
already
that
at
is.
the limit or something about his power.
But
That's
even
why.
then, like this Nomu was made out to be like the
The most
strongest
OP one, yeah, and then
creature
he
they've
just
ever
like.
think. And now they're fighting multiple of these high-end Nomus, and the heroes aren't even struggling.
Yeah.
That's power spiking noise, man.
I
That's-
think
that's
because
what
in
annoys me,
first
yeah.
season was because he was already at his limit or something.
Yeah, because he was.
He
Even like the
couldn't
other
use all
heroes
of his
were-
power or something like that.
Yeah, I mean I've forgotten the specifics, but that like power
Yeah.
spiking of the Nomus.
And technically, in the other season, when the Nabu appeared,
Mm.
it was mostly like small heroes were
Yeah, it
trying to
was,
fight him
yeah.
off.
You had to wait for the big one to
Instead,
come through.
now in the final season, it's all the top heroes
Mm.
trying to fight them
Right.
off. So they all strong or more strong than the Nabus.
Right, yeah, that's true. That's true.
So I think that's the reason. To find the reason, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
this is just typical
I mean, it is
power
the
spiking.
power spiking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is an issue. Any
Heroes
last words?
Are the worst in my hero.
Yeah,
That's,
Disagree.
my hero is mid.
Dude, these guys
Villains
think
are
the
better.
villains are better.
yeah,
Because
always.
there's nothing
Villains
interesting
are-
about the
There's
heroes.
nothing
Yeah.
interesting about the villains. I feel like
Without villains, heroes wouldn't exist because they don't have a job.
they need to make better villains. Okay, some of the heroes
Better
are lame.
villains.
They need
What
to make-
better do you want?
Some of the heroes they need to make better, but the villains just like Shigaraki just wants to kill everything. Like, who cares about that?
I'm sorry.
They
I
need-
became
they
a
need
hero.
to have
I wanna
better
stop
motives.
people.
I don't believe
have
what
better
I'm not
motives.
hearing anymore what you're saying at this point. And we already had this fight. Look at this.
I mean,
Views
that's
at
our final
home.
word. That's
Views
our
at
final
home
word.
should tell us their opinions, if anything, in the
Yeah,
comments
bro,
below.
that's a good idea.
Are you
Yeah.
on Fuurkan's side or on our side? Please tell us.
Oh no, I'm
actually
separate. I'm
curious.
neutral. My hero's mid side. All right.
Okay,
Doesn't
3
matter.
sides. Do you
My
agree?
hero's mid.
with
My hero
Janzen?
is mid.
Heroes are
My
better
hero is
Do
villains
you
are
mid.
better.
agree with Fuurkan who says heroes are better, or do you agree with me that villains have a better story? See you in the
Comment
next
down.
episode.
Comment
Put
down.
a like, put a comment, do whatever you want, and see you next time. That
Merry Christmas.
Johnny!
If it's Christmas. I forgot. I completely
oh
forgot
yeah,
about
Merry
the
Christmas and
related
Happy New
thing.
Year.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you celebrate a Merry Christmas. Woo.
Woo!
Hey,
Or
bye-bye.
Happy Hanukkah. Was it Hanukkah?
Happy Hanukkah.
I think that's for Jewish people.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think.
Happy
Maligay and
Hanukkah.
Pascal from the Philippines. I think that's
Celebrate
right.
whatever you want to
Yeah.
celebrate.
Damn, okay, respect.
Johnny.
Bye.
Dude, I keep thinking you're saying your name, but you're saying
No, I'm saying.
yeah, I thought you were saying like a nickname like Jana. Well, yeah, the
No, no,
goodbye
no,
and
no.
anime.